Tired sandwich and friends. 1, 2, 3. No, just kidding. All right. Hey, how's everybody doing?
I was just giving my score.
Yeah, is that your score? Well, we'll talk about that in a second. So, tonight, we watched Where the Scary Things Are, and we are going to talk about this. Well, some of us are going to talk about this movie. Some of us decide to fall asleep at some point, which we're not sure when. This movie was directed by B. Harrison Smith and written by B. Harrison Smith, and it is a boring movie. But we watched it. This movie is about a group of teenagers inspired by a high school create your own urban legend project quickly get out of hand in their desire for more likes and going viral with deadly consequences.
Is the Fortnite kid a teenager?
Yes, apparently.
I doubt it. It was the kid's brother.
So we're gonna start with the most important person that's on this right now. Silver, what did you give this movie?
No.
T for this.
For what I watched, I'll give it an 8.
Okay, starting with an 8. That's okay.
He watched the worst part of the movie and gave it an 8.
All right, so
this movie was a 10 for him. If he would have finished, it's all the good stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure. Actually, it's a 10.
Yeah, it's okay. Waffle, what do you think of this 8?
It's definitely a B-rated film, if not lower than a B-rated film. But I give it a 7.5.
Okay,
I was entertained. I actually enjoyed watching the movie. I didn't get bored. There was just some scenes that were absolutely not needed.
You didn't fall asleep towards the end
No,
of it?
I did not fall asleep.
Okay. Now I'm gonna ask you. It's a 10. What's your
I'm gonna give it a 5.
A 5?
Give it a 5.
This is a historic moment where Bran has just given a movie not a 10.
I feel like she's given other movies not a 10.
Nope.
Because I'm pretty sure Hellraiser,
like a 9 or something.
Yeah, I don't think Hellraiser you gave a 10.
I gave Hellraiser a 10 for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
9's
paying attention.
9's pretty close. You know, I just realized too. I was totally blocking Silver's entire.
I can see you.
He was sleeping in the background.
Yeah,
It's all good.
He was asleep till right then, guys. Sorry. But yeah, okay, and I guess that leaves me now. I'm gonna give this movie a 6. It was entertaining to say the least, especially towards the end.
Damn, you chugged that shit.
But it is definitely a B-rated. It's definitely a B-rated movie. Definitely could have been better with more gore. So yeah, those are our scores. And now we're gonna get into spoilers.
Matt is the most, or Silver. We're gonna take that part out. Silver is the most hydrated fucking person here.
We're gonna.
I'm still thirsty.
We're gonna clip that later.
Yeah, they could have easily cut out like 2 really long scenes that had no point to the movie and put more killing.
Yeah, no, exactly. So this movie, I don't really have to spoil a lot. This movie is definitely pretty straightforward. It's about a bunch of teenagers that are little shits that get a project for a movie. They're already crappy people. Like they're called what are they called themselves?
The Dockers.
The Dockers.
The Dockers.
Yeah, they all wear Dockers.
Yeah, no, they dox people on the internet, and they're proud of it. And so they're just going around being mean to people, and then they get this project that they're really floored up on for some reason, and they end up finding like this monster at their hangout spot, and instead of turning it in or anything, they're like, we should keep it and make a viral video, because one of the little kids, and I say little, he might be a teenager, I'm not sure, he makes bum fight videos, which
Bum Wars.
bum
Bum
wars.
Wars.
Yeah, bum wars. And yeah, so you got all that, and so they find this creature, or well, the one kid does, Snack. I'm pretty sure that's who finds it, Snack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Uh,
doesn't really find it. He's on the way there, and he gets he gets scared because he hears something.
yeah, he hears his new best buddy, and Snack decides that he's gonna keep it, pretty much.
It's his pet.
It's his pet. They kind of treat it like a very bad pet, because as the film progresses, these teenagers treat this monster that definitely could kill them with disdain and just brutality that they really didn't need to do. What do you guys think about their treatment of this creature from the Smog Lagoon?
They fed
literally-
it like all the time, and they brought it water. You know. So
Well,
that's
Snack
pretty-
gave it snacks.
That's
Snack
pretty.
fed it water and
Yeah.
literally green ground beef.
Yeah, they were.
Oh, yeah.
That was for hamburger helper tomorrow.
Like raided
I
his
had to make
house
dinner.
with like the cans of food in the fridge and everything. They never showed us what he did with all that food that they took.
Oh, I'm
from
sure
him.
they just fed it to him.
Well, here's another thing. How did the parents not notice like the food go missing or anything like that?
Well,
Like,
I'm sure they did. They just didn't tell us about it.
Yeah, we got to see the parents in the beginning and never again, except for the one boyfriend.
Yeah, that one kid's parent was a lawyer, and the other one had a big nose, and the other one
Which
was the mom who was
One had a big
sleeping with the
nose.
creepy
great
guy.
descriptions, buddy.
That was-
Great
Oh,
I don't know
Ayla's
who's-
mom. Ayla's mom that was sleeping with.
The kid that you said was me with the heart thing. His dad had a huge ass honker. You didn't notice that?
yeah.
His dad nose was super huge.
He, like looked through the door to make sure he was in bed, and he was like sated. You
Yeah,
know?
and his nose was like half of his face.
I think his nose was that big, but
It was-
that's who he's.
It was pretty big.
You're literally making fun of some dude's nose.
Talking about
It's got a hand. That has nothing to do with the movie.
talking about somebody who has a big. I have a big nose, so I mean, I'm just saying.
You're very cute.
Thank you. I don't think so.
I just want to point out that, on the credits, the bum's name, his name is R Bum. They didn't even give him a name. It's just R Bum.
That's great.
Yeah. So the movie progresses. They get crueler and crueler to this creature, and they
Which one gets crueler to this?
no, they
creature?
all get crueler. They
What
all.
did diabetes do to that creature? Nothing.
He's
Not all of them. It was just the chick.
Yeah, it was.
Well,
just,
They were all
just-
just watching.
Wasn't it the
chick
chick
and then-
and the other guy that had
The bandana dude.
yeah,
with the
that
floppy
Scribbles?
head.
scribbles.
Scribbles.
God, they had what the their names like.
It actually, that name kind of fits because that dude looked like he was completely illiterate. So. it
Did the
kinda
one
worked.
kid look mighty
But no.
with his diabetes? He should have been Snack.
I don't know. Like all the names were weird. I mean, the acting in it was just
B-rated.
yeah. It was.
I think they were trying to
Perfect.
make it look like those were nicknames.
Perfect. I like
B-rated horror films are the best. I love them.
I'm sure
Perfect.
that you do.
But they also don't have really cringy, supposed to be high school students doing some really cringy dancing.
Yeah, that was real weird.
Like,
yeah, the movie gets
That was pretty bad.
weird.
and the high school person undressing in a window.
Yeah, it was
Like, absolutely unneeded scenes.
yeah, it's a little weird how they got away with some of the stuff that they put in this movie.
I think they tried to show like the relationships between each of them individually, and they just threw a bunch of stuff in there, and we were kind of like, "This is not necessary."
well,
It
not
was
only
really poor filler for the movie.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
yeah, we need to hit an hour and a half without this 20-minute dance scene that makes
Yeah.
0 sense to the movie at all.
I mean, it's like with freaking it's they like kept like they didn't have enough on the script, so they're like, "Hey, how about we just leave like 30 minutes of nonsense in there?" You know. And like they want you to believe that these kids were friends like beforehand, that they've been hanging out there for years, but I never got a connection between them as friends. They all treated each other like crap. Like the entire movie.
So, like,
Well,
our
I think.
friendship. Like,
No, well, I mean, I feel like they were trying to portray them as all as like misfits that kind of
Yeah, yeah.
came together.
congregated together. You know what I mean? Like,
Maybe.
but at the same time, it wasn't. It was just. It was janky. The dancing, by the way, was supposed to be some kind of form of time lapse because it was supposed to show the whole time lapse of them making the videos and going viral and for the school. By the way, it's all for a school project.
Yeah.
That's why they did that to make up an urban legend.
Yeah. And they did technically, but it wasn't an urban legend because it was a real thing.
But this also was an urban legend that already
Was already an
existed.
urban legend.
Yeah, they just like made it real.
And
Or
gave
it
it a
was
stupid
real?
name.
Yeah.
What was the name?
Guacamole.
Lockjaw.
Oh yeah, Guacamole.
Well, yeah.
Lockjaw was the original urban legend.
Lockjaw was the
Yeah.
real one.
But then when these kids released it, they named it Crocamole.
Yeah.
And that was because that kid didn't say avocado right or guacamole right earlier.
Yeah.
Fortnite
Yeah.
kid
Fortnite
called
boy.
it Crocamole.
Fortnite kid.
Fortnite boy.
boy.
Yeah. So they do it as a school project. School project, they get an A, but the teacher asks them, "Hey, can you shut it down because it's really cruel and brutal what people were seeing and people were complaining." So
Yeah,
of
because they were
course,
showing guns and the girl beating it up with a baseball bat and school violence.
Yeah,
They
like
don't really
I was
need-
actually thinking when they were talking about that, like IRL, like something like that would be considered like black market stuff, you know, depending on the situation.
yeah, I don't know, but like they get told to shut it down, and they say no to their teacher because they want
because
to
he's
keep.
got no control of them outside of school, regardless that it was a school
They're
project.
too cool for school, guys.
Yeah,
Well, it's still I don't know if it was YouTube, but it would be like a teacher being like, "Hey, your YouTube channel, you play too much Fortnite. We need you to shut that down. We're getting a lot of backlash here at school." It's like, well, you don't have any control of what
Over
I
my
do
own
outside of school.
personal-
Yeah,
yeah. So they
them saying
decide.
no, it wasn't a bad thing. Like,
Yeah. So the teacher's like, "Hey, you did a good job, but let's just, shut it down." And they're like, "Nah, we're not going to shut it down. What we're going to do is we're going to feed people to this thing." And so that's what they do next. They feed a bum
Well, they feed the bum that was introduced.
that the
Yeah,
Fortnite
our
kid
bum.
caught
It was
on
our bum.
fire. It's our
He
bum.
didn't catch him on fire. He lit him on fire.
He lit his hat
Lit
on
his
fire.
beanie on fire, and
Yeah.
the guy just started screaming. It was just like, "Hey, just throw that over there, and you're good to go."
Yeah, there was a lot of inconsistency in this movie.
Actually, I got a question.
What?
None of the kids seem smart.
No.
No.
None of them.
No, that's
How the which one of them seemed smart enough to start bouncing their IPs around so they couldn't track it back to them? Fortnite boy?
Yeah.
You think
Mm.
Fortnite boy
Yeah.
was bouncing their IPs around so they couldn't be tracked?
No, I think the ginger dude said he's the one that did it personally. Like,
Well,
Well,
personally, Ginger Boy didn't seem smart either.
it was
no,
either
that's what he said. I think he said
Maybe
like,
hold on. Maybe
Oh,
it was
he was
Scribble.
mighty. He was mighty. No, Scribble was real dumb.
yeah, but I think it was
Scribble probably
Scribble.
didn't have a computer.
No,
he didn't because his
he-
gaming computer got sold for the fine that his
Yeah.
parents had to
Oh, that's
pay.
right. When he threatened the teacher with the marijuana and drinking
and yeah,
booze out of a
vagina.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so that happened
Another
during the
pointless
movie.
fucking scene.
Yeah, it's I mean, it was supposed to make him look hard. He was the bad boy. He had long hair and he wore a
And a
bandana.
bandana and a leather jacket.
Yeah. So
Illiterate to me.
oh my goodness. So they oh, and we froze.
Just you and me.
Yep.
It's fine.
No, it's not.
Look
Hold
at the
on.
pictures of us.
We froze because this camera for some reason likes to be dumb.
One
There we
second,
go.
people. Technical
Froze.
difficulty.
Technical difficulties.
I
So
was gonna say like froze how like our whole thing's down right now or
no,
just gotcha. Go ahead.
just me and him.
Just our picture.
So as they proceed to start feeding people based off what Ayla, the main girl, decides basically who gets eaten. At that point, you kind of realize that she's just kind of going on a tangent of her own psychopathy of like hating everything and just wants to kind of feed people to this creature. I really hated her character, and I really hated all their characters, even the one that later on changes his mind. Like, I kind of wish they all
Nah.
would have, yeah, I kind of wish they all would have perished in this movie. What did you guys think about all that with the characters?
I wish they died off sooner. Just immediately, like,
Yeah, I kind of
Yeah,
wish I was
die
asleep
quicker.
for the beginning of the movie, for like the first half, and then I woke up when all the action actually started. You know,
Mm.
'Cause for me, like the beginning was like super boring when they were like introducing everybody, and
Yeah,
like
they seem less of outcasts and more of bullies.
yeah,
Yeah.
Is really like there was no other way to betray them than, especially Isla. She was the absolute worst.
yeah.
No, she was
Yeah.
terrible.
So
Yeah, not a whole lot of redeeming qualities with the characters in this movie. And as they start feeding people and like they start deciding that like it's okay with them that they're feeding people to this thing, like it's not a big deal because they're getting likes. And so one of their companions, Snack, decides he's had enough. He doesn't want to do this anymore. He's found that
He
doesn't
dipped out before they even killed the bum.
Yeah. So he dipped out before that, but then he finds out that they killed the bum, and he decides he's going to tell the teacher because that's what you do, not the cops. You tell your teacher. That's the smart thing to do. So he tells his teacher, tells him he'll show the teacher where it's at, but at the same time, what's the redhead guy's name?
Mighty.
No,
No,
that's
Mighty
that's
was-
the diabetic guy.
Yeah, that was diabetic. Max?
Yes.
Yeah, Max Facts. Yeah. So Max hears
X-Facts.
yeah, hears him talking to the teacher and goes, of course, and tells Isla because every single one of these boys in this group are kind of, into her and she knows it and kind of uses it against them. And
With
so
seductive dance moves.
yeah, no, I'm not even gonna talk about that because that was
Intentionally
such
fun.
a fucking And so he takes the teacher there, and then Isla and all them show up, and this is like 50 minutes into the movie, It's and literally like I think it's 40 minutes in before somebody actually dies in the movie. And so
The movie's
they
only an hour and a half, so that had to have been almost an hour and 20 into the movie
yeah,
when the teacher showed up.
so the teacher goes, sees the thing, and then Isla and them show up. They're not gonna let them go, and so Snack says that if they don't let him go, he's gonna free it. And they're like, "Oh, you better not." And he does it anyways, and the monster goes and does what a monster does and kills everyone but Snack.
Hold on, though. It killed the teacher too,
Yeah.
which, to be fair, I felt really bad. I actually felt bad for that teacher because, like, wrong place, wrong time kind of scenario. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Well, that teacher and Jedi.
Jedi.
Yeah, like there's two characters I felt bad for who died. There was a girl named Jenny that Ayla didn't like because she cried a lot, and then there was the teacher, and both of them did not deserve what happened to them. Luckily, we get to see oh my gosh, something we get to see
Everybody.
everybody else die except for Snake. And oh boy, was it just the best moment ever because they all deserved what they got.
Yeah, they were all shitty people and deserved everything.
I don't think I've been this happy about a monster killing the protagonist of a movie, antagonist, I don't know what to consider them, since, the kid accidentally died in the new Halloween movie when he gets hit over the balcony. I don't.
God damn it!
I mean, I don't like.
It's okay. You. That's
Yeah,
how it feels, you know?
these brats, these children that like thought, oh my gosh, you know what we're gonna do? We're so cool that we're gonna keep this monster and it's not ever gonna do something to us. Like, just no. No. It was entertaining, but no.
Question. They
Yeah.
explained what the max facts were. Was this dude just walking around saying whatever he wanted and saying that it's true? And that's why people kept asking him, like, is that a max fact or is that like
Yes.
an actual thing?
That's
Like,
exactly.
just
It's probably
walking
because he
around.
pulled shit out of his ass all the time. He's
Yeah.
No,
like, is that something that's true, or are you just making this up again?
no, I think
That's what I want to know.
I think what it meant is he was a conspiracy theorist. He believed all the urban legends, all the everything. And so
did.
he was like, "Oh my gosh, this is totally real." And everybody else was like, "No, it's not. This is fake." He's like, "Yes, it is. The internet said so. The news said so." And everybody else is like, "No, that doesn't mean it's real. That doesn't." And did you just say that you were falling asleep to me
No,
talking?
Matt
Is
is.
that
No, Matt in the back is. Did you not
Oh,
see him?
okay. No. No, I didn't.
Matt has work at 2 in the morning, okay?
No.
Yeah, so yeah, I don't. This movie, now that we're talking about it, it's making me angry just talking about it. Like
Yeah,
these
you, on the other hand, come on.
Yeah, so this movie was
So good.
I don't regret paying what I paid for it.
Brilliant piece of work.
Here we'll end with this.
Wait, I got questions.
You got a question? Okay, let's do that first.
Well, first, Isla was absolute trash, and she thought she was gonna hide in the end, and everyone was gonna die but her. But she absolutely got destroyed, and her dying face was the very last thing, and we all were super happy for that. But my question is Stack knew a secret that she kept threatening him not to tell? Did they ever explain that, or they just kept threatening him with it?
They just kept threatening.
I
as far
thought
as
I thought the secret was the thing. Was the monster.
No, because she talked to him alone.
Yeah,
Like,
because he was gonna tell about the monster.
oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, that was the
Right.
secret.
Oh, I missed that part.
They thought that he
I
was
fell
gonna
asleep.
they thought that he was gonna betray them and go to an authority figure to tell them about their monster.
Yeah, and Max caught him talking to the teacher.
Yeah.
And that's how they knew that both of them would be there.
Yeah, I know that, but
Yeah.
I thought it seemed like it was
I couldn't
something.
tell.
It was something that was like he knew about her only.
Yeah, no, I understand. You
could
thought
be.
that she was pregnant. I get it. It's very understandable that you would think that. But I'm pretty sure it was just the monster. But yeah, what was I going to say? Yeah, she was something else. But so since our other co-host is falling asleep, Silver, would you recommend this movie to anyone?
He gave it an 8.
If you're into B-rated movies and long, drawn-out scenes, go for it.
All right, what about you, Waffle?
I enjoyed it. There was a few scenes that you could just fast forward through. So the moment she starts dancing, just skip ahead, and you'll be totally good.
You won't miss anything.
Yeah,
at
you
all.
won't miss anything. Just skip, and then she'll do it again. Skip, and you'll be totally good.
Yeah,
But
you're good.
yeah,
All right, what about you?
Would I recommend other people to watch this? Is that
Yeah,
the
would
question?
you recommend people to watch this movie?
To waste my time? Then so does everybody else.
Yeah,
you didn't waste your time. You enjoyed every second of it.
No, I think it's a good watch. It's it's kind of like funny in some parts. It's kind of not funny in other parts. It's mostly like an hour and a half of me going like, what is going on? Like what just happened? Like what they say that doesn't
Why?
Yeah.
Why did that just? What are they doing? Wait,
Yeah.
what just happened? What? Why are they doing this?
It was just kind of that, which is alright. It's alright.
yeah. Well, as the person who bought this movie for $10.81 on Vudu, you can find this movie on Vudu, Amazon, and I don't know what else, but you can get them. It's going to cost you money. I don't regret buying the movie. I regret that everyone didn't die sooner in the movie. As for B. Harrison Smith, thank you for this movie that was very interesting and had a lot of Fortnite kid in it. And yeah, I enjoyed this movie, even though I gave it a 6. It was still enjoyable, and I would recommend it to anybody who likes to watch movies and kind of make fun of them at the same time.
If they make a second one, I would second one for sure.
Yeah.
I would watch the second.
I like how Waffle's like, I'm not even gonna answer. I'm not even gonna touch on that one.
No, I'm just looking at to see what movie from the director we can watch next.
Oh, okay. Is there anything?
He's got
Hold on, let's look. I got it right here.
he's got screenplays, but it doesn't really.
Uh,
He's got All I Want for Christmas and A Wonderful Time of the Year, which are not horror films.
director. Yeah.
Looking gunpowder.
Death House.
Which is a screenplay. I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
Well, it's got a trailer, so
Maybe. Oh, Camp Dread. I remember the name of that movie. Yeah.
that was Judge Dredd.
Was it? No, I'm pretty sure I've heard of Camp Dread. I'm just saying. Let me see. Let me see what this is. Nope, never mind. Either way, thank you for this interesting movie. But yeah, as we
But
yeah, so
Oh.
we what What?
Death House I want to watch now.
Okay.
It's got
By
Bill
the-
Moseley in it.
By the same person?
Yeah, same,
Yeah.
same person.
For sure.
So you may
Got-
see that in the future, Death House, at some point. This thanks for watching, and tune in next time for more maybe horrible, maybe awesome movies of us just trying to figure out what's going on in our own brains while we watch them.
Yep.
But yeah, have a good night.
Peace out.
Bye,
Later,
guys.
Have a good one.
Like, subscribe, and follow Sandwich's channel.
Please.
Yep. Yeah, for right now.